first start.
Okay, let's go.
It starts. Oh my god, that exhaust. It's kind of loud. Oh, I can't wait to rev it. You didn't want me to turn it on for too long. It looks good. Yeah.
The exhaust is on, turbos are on. Right now, what we're trying to get done is the inner chiller. You can see it's on there right now. So we found out that this Freon is the new Freon, which is extremely expensive. So we're gonna load it up with some Freon. Then we're gonna pull this down. That way we can hide the lines here. Just try to figure out a way to route those 1-inch nylon braided hoses to the back for the reservoir. Let's check out.
So I paused here because I was trying to look for the other hanger that I purchased for the sole reason of making sure that this exhaust doesn't move.
I have to say I was a little confused.
Oh, where'd they put the other hanger at? Cause this thing ain't moving. Feels good. Hell yeah. That thing is stuck there.
I just want to show proof because I know somebody's gonna get smart in the comment section. There's proof that it is completely even.
So what we just discussed was inner chiller placement, which is there. We're gonna mount all the hoses and the switch, like the valve, right here. That way this is much cleaner. I already have lines from my Q50, so we're gonna make the necessary cuts to make it work with this line here. Now these hoses, they're gonna be run all the way through the bottom, as I mentioned before. And we're gonna have 2 bulkhead fittings coming out from here. And this is gonna be mounted right there. So initially we wanted this to be like here, that way we can retain this in the factory location, but the lines are gonna be an issue. So now I think we're gonna do this instead, have bulkhead fittings and have the lines come. So now we're gonna shift this over. He's gonna weld an adapter there, that way we can still screw this on and retain the subwoofer in its location. All that is still gonna be able to get put on top, and you're not gonna be able to see this setup at all. So that's gonna be pretty neat. This reservoir is a 2.5 gallon, so it should hold enough fluid for me to make it down the track and not have any heat soak. On the Q50, I had a 1.5 gallon. It was a very solid setup to make it down the track with only a small increment in heat. I think this one now, what it's gonna do is it might take a little longer to cool down, but it's gonna help me get to the end of the track at a very consistent temperature. I wanted to do a dedicated video for this, but he's gonna need it. That way there's more space for the AC lines. So we're gonna be putting the Booster 6 auto intakes here in the shop. Here is the factory heat exchanger, and you can see it's small, but it's much bigger in height versus the Q50 and Q60s. And that's why this one is a little more efficient than the Q50.
The next day.
Car's almost done, man. I know you guys think that this thing is sticking out a lot, and trust me, I can see it. It's sticking out a lot, but that's just the way that this tip is. It's a very long tip for the Q50, and I think even on the Q50, it sticks out a ton. For me not to kind of cut the muffler here, I just decided to leave it like that. And plus, it's gonna help with all the freaking staining that this white will probably endure from the exhaust. So for now, it's all right. If I do get tired of it or something, or you guys bug me enough, I'll end up cutting this here, shortening it, and that's it. That's all she wrote. But for now, it's gonna stay like that. At first it bothered me, but it's kind of growing on me, so maybe it'll grow on you guys too. Next thing for me to do is I'm gonna make a cap here, that way this looks complete, because I know that's another thing that bothers you guys with the single exit, is because of this empty hole. So this is gonna get worked on. Filler's on, everything's routed AC wise. He just needs to run the wires here and then run the coolant lines. And it only says fuel pump control module. I bypassed that. He needs to shut that off. The diverter valve.
Oh, you put it like 100% too, so it can run power all the time.
¿Y qué más dijo? Oh, it said something about this, or IAT sensor or something. I don't know.
Did you erase it to see if it comes back right away?
No, I didn't erase it. Maybe it's this. No, that would say mass airflow, but it said IAT.
Yeah, it's that one too.
Okay.
Got IAT on those.
Yeah.
We used Q50 wastegates, so we were a little concerned about
But
those.
well, nothing with the wastegate.
It said no,
No.
diverter valve was the only thing turbo related. That's it.
Like I said, most likely I'm gonna do a night, come down with 90, so it can go this way. No? Este es el problema también.
Yeah.
Because I think last time I threw it, I think I might be able to cross over, go like this, and then amarro por aquí, vengo por acá, ¿no? So aquí tengo que ver como I tuck them in one by one. Possibly I might need another 90 here, we'll see. And then aquí, por encima, no, miento, por acá.
Oh,
I tengo que venir por aquí al frente,
yeah.
Since we don't have these anymore.
Yeah. No, you can run it here.
Yeah, like those, aquí la dos amarradas.
Yeah.
Y aquí sí, aquí el 90, ahora que me acuerdo. 90 up, and then ahí sí ya viene por encima del subframe.
Yeah.
And I gotta take this off and right here.
Okay.
Where's the parts? So this is
the bulkhead fitting.
yeah. 290 is obviously facing down.
Yeah.
We're gonna have it goes through here and see the
Yeah,
right there.
that's good there.
Bajamos por aquí.
That works. Looking good. It's already mounted. So we went through here. Since that's a duct vent. In the Q50 before, I had the switch or the valve here, and it didn't look as clean, but now it's a lot cleaner because we're putting everything over here, so looks good.
I use the stock one that you had before, and I use.
Oh yeah, you use that. How'd you do this one?
Huh?
How'd you do this one?
Remember, I told you I cut these holes out of the old ones and put it into this fitting.
You re-crimped it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You didn't see the. That's what I sent you the picture.
Oh yeah, is it a perma-sweat or something that you have? I saw it.
Yeah, like
Okay.
same way.
Nice.
Nada más que yo lo aprieto un poquito más por si.
Yeah. This is, I think this is an aftermarket pump. These are the two OEM ones. It's 3/4 inch though here. I initially wanted a pump that has 1 inch inlet and outlet, and basically that's gonna be on high all the time. I don't know what the flow rating for this is, but it should work. So as you can see, they're working extremely quick. The car is almost done. We're hoping that tomorrow it'll be complete. All he has to do is run the coolant lines to the back, put the reservoir, run the pump, do a vacuum fill to the coolant system, start her up, and hope for the best, man. So the last time it got started, it moved from one bay to the other. We did get a couple check engine lights, as you can see here on the screen. So we did pull some codes. Obviously, we have diverter valve check engine lights. Initially, we were gonna delete these, but we're not deleting them anymore. We're gonna have some adapters. Z1 is actually sending me some adapters for the diverter valves. They're basically gonna be vented to atmosphere, which ironically is probably gonna cause some funkiness with the AFRs, but whatever. We got a fuel pressure control module check engine light. It was turned off before, but I guess we got a new base map for the turbos, so it wasn't shut off this time. So that's gonna be erased. Got IAT, mass airflow sensors were disconnected, so obviously that's probably from that. I think a couple other ghost codes or something, I forgot right now, but all those shouldn't be a problem. So technically all those codes, once they're off, the car should basically run. So today is September 18th. It's Monday. If I get the car back tomorrow, that means I'll be doing some street data logs between here and Friday. And then hopefully this weekend, I can go to the track and do some proper test hits at the track. This is the last weekend I have to really test and tune before the event. We're cutting it extremely close, man. I don't know. I just hope we can do this, man, because by past experience, whenever you just go to the track without anything really dialed in, things happen. You don't take care of all the bugs, the car won't run the way you want it to. So we'll see. Hopefully we have all the stars aligned. For some reason, everything gets done before then, and we can actually make some good hits at the track. So wish me luck and keep it locked in.
Subaru boys.